They celebrate music, they celebrate themselves, they celebrate life, because this here is their world.
I have never experienced anything of such proportion, anything of such sheer joy and happiness to see so many people sing, to see so many people interact with each other, make new connections and make new friends. I have to say it's simply overwhelming.
Simply overwhelming is probably how all participants would describe an INTERKULTUR event. And they can't get enough. Enough of the joy, the happiness, the excitement, the butterflies in their stomach.
The most amazing moment in our lives.
The World Choir Games is the world's largest choral festival. It's where singers from the most diverse countries and cultures come together in a peaceful contest. Many of the choirs that sign up for this competition keep coming back, like this Latvian children's choir from Lielvārde. These young girls are currently rehearsing for the World Choir Games due to take place in their own country.
If they start something to follow, like our INTERKULTUR events and World Choir Games, it will be also some target or some goal for them to get next time maybe another step, another level. I think this is very important for the choir to be alive.
The host country welcomes participants with a spectacular opening ceremony. Only the largest venues are big enough as thousands want to attend. One thing is clear, for young people all over the world, choral singing is in. The ringing of the peace bell marks the opening of the Olympic Games of choral music.
Such a great festival. It's just so many choirs around here. The atmosphere is really, really nice. Something draws us to this thing that's just amazing.
It just kind of makes your heart bigger. You know, you just have this love for people because you're just like, you know, you've got something different, but that's fantastic.
I'm excited to perform and just show everyone how hard we've been working and really put our final product out there for everyone.
The World Choir Games is more than just a meeting place for choirs who want to have fun and get to know each other. It's about performance too. Appearing on stage is the culmination of months of work. They want to shine and to deliver. Choirs can compete in up to 29 categories, ranging from pop to sacred music and from modern to folklore. The choral world's best judges award points and decide who gets a medal, or achieves the ultimate aim of becoming champion of a category. The excitement at the presentation ceremony is irrepressible. This is the center, the very heart of any INTERKULTUR event.
And everyone was holding each other's hand. It's crazy. It's amazing.
All the big emotions are here. Sometimes dashed hopes, but mainly happiness and enthusiasm. Competitors who win points and medals enter the INTERKULTUR World Ranking lists. If you make it to the top, like the Stellenbosch University Choir from South Africa, you have arrived.
I'm so overwhelmed. I'm just so happy that we could do it. I mean, it's my family, and to win with your family is the best thing in the world.
3/8 chords. Gold medal. For Männerstimmen Basel.
Interkultur und die World Choir Games sind zu meinem Leben.
Interkultur and the World Choir Games have become my life's work. I want to reach people by doing what I do. My team and I want to contribute to peaceful coexistence between all people, nations, skin colors and religions. Making music together, whatever the language, brings people together.
Sprache finden Menschen zusammen.
The World Choir Games are a unique success story that began in Linz, Austria in 2000. They've been held on almost every continent, with around 27,000 singers in 400 choirs appearing each time. Interkultur also holds smaller events in a further 26 countries. The World Choir Games 2020 in Flanders would have had all chances to outrank all previous games, as 540 choirs had already registered, more than ever before. Then Corona appeared on the scene and the games had to be postponed. Now they will take place 2021 in Ghent and Antwerp. Only 1 year later, the Games will then, for the second time, be hosted by the Republic of Korea in the city of Gyeongnam in the Gangwon-do province. There's a new lightness. The city becomes more colourful, its heart beats faster as the Parade of Nations passes through.
Trees of green and red roses too.
The residents can't help but notice that something exceptional is happening to their city.
You know, the goal of the World Choir Games is to bring people together through music and song. And I have to tell you, Cincinnati has really been brought together as a community. I mean, it really feels good when you walk the streets. I have so many people stopping me saying, Mayor, thanks for having the World Choir Games in Cincinnati.
Everybody, bring your calabash. The colors of the rainbow.
Obviously, the participants capture everything in photographs and videos that they put online straight away, so the rest of the world can join in. Interkultur events work just as well in small cities as they do in large ones. In the end, the tourist industry too is happy about the huge numbers of extra visitors. Along with the many participants, the events bring in 300,000 visitors, so the economic effects for the host city can amount to $50 million. The airport is probably never normally this full. Cultural events of this kind benefit cities in many different ways: marketing, business, network, basically urban development as a whole. The former president of Latvia recognized this early on.
Of course, this is the best marketing for our country, showing that this is our strength, and actually we are trying to expand contacts, not only here in Baltic and in Europe, but also in Asian countries.
Disabilities, no matter what kind, don't matter when you're singing. This Armenian choir, mostly comprising of wheelchair users, celebrated major successes at the 2016 World Choir Games in Sochi. And understood the Olympic spirit behind these games.
We are part of choral community. We are not disabled, we are not Armenians. We are just part of global choral community. And I think this is the mission of Interkultur as well, to join people rather than to differ them because of stupid wars and conflicts.
And if you can't make it to a public appearance because you are, well, so to speak, incapacitated, then the panel will even go to a prison to assess a choir there, near Cincinnati, USA. For these singers, singing is their greatest release.
Singing in the choir is a fantastic thing.
The fact that
people wanted to come and believe in people who are in prison. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Being deaf or blind doesn't mean having to miss out on singing in public. This children's choir from China enchants listeners time after time. Interkultur encourages everyone to raise their voice. You could probably say that getting to know different cultures, customs and traditions, or even just different people from a completely different part of the world happens more quickly and easily at an Interkultur event than anywhere else.
Energy and the ability to share your own music with so many people drives you to explore new repertoire and to bring it to this international stage. And we all find that experience so exhilarating, to be able to share what we are with other people and to learn from them, and hopefully they learn from us as well.
People in Indonesia or Africa, Europe, everybody has a song inside of them. And to be able to share the song, it's a great thing for humanity to do this. More than, I think, any other art that connects us, don't you think?
If you look at where in the world all these choirs come from, you will see that there aren't many places that haven't taken part yet. During the past decades, almost 10,200 choirs from 107 nations have sung at Interkultur events. That's more than 435,000 participants.
I think spirit definitely lifts, and the atmosphere becomes lighter as soon as anyone begins to sing, I think.
This spirit is mainly characterized by the choirs themselves, but also by the people who wouldn't normally take center stage. Interkultur has honorary artistic presidents who help to make the global events what they are. For a long time, this role was filled by Sweden's great conductor Erik Eriksson, who died in 2013. That's Chinese music teacher Honingen Jan. Greek composer Mikis Theodorakis talks to Interkultur president Günther Titsch. The English composer for contemporary choral music is John Rutter. And Zheng Xiaoying has set the bar high as China's first female conductor. Many of the world's choirs have sung compositions by American Morton Lauritsen. You could also register for several workshops with him. There was a vast range to choose from, all led by internationally renowned musicians. The choir master workshops, where conductors can pick up valuable tips for their performances, are particularly popular. The Männerstimmen Basel male choir has benefited from them on several occasions. Incredibly valuable. It's an enormous amount in a short time and a little overwhelming to begin with. You have to gather your thoughts first. It's a very rare opportunity to give and receive really good constructive criticism. In the World Choir Council, musicians, choir masters and teachers work together in a global network and take ideas from Interkultur back to their home countries. And they come back from choir practice with new ideas and experiences. The council, which is held every 2 years, discusses what is and will be important for the choral world. 120 members from 90 nations are represented there.
For me, it is a very unique gathering of very qualified people in the choral world.
Singing together, becoming an instrument, right? It's an immediate connection to becoming one with yourself. And once you are one with yourself, in harmony with yourself, the only thing you seek is harmony with other people.
Nowhere is this more impressive than at the very big events, such as the Great Celebration concert in Measure Parks in Riga 2014, with 15,000 singers and an audience of 30,000. What an image boost! During the World Choir Games in Cincinnati, America's most popular breakfast TV show, Good Morning America, broadcast live from Fountain Square. A global media reach of 1 billion media impressions can be expected at INTERKULTUR events. In 2017, INTERKULTUR developed a new TV format together with EBU, Eurovision Choir, with popular music stars such as Elena and John Rutter on the panel of judges. There was a second edition in Gothenburg in 2019 when 10 countries took part. In some countries, the program made it to the top of the rankings on its first airing.
And I also expect a high level of professionalism. They will perform in a competition and judged by really high-ranked professionals. So there will be both quality and joy and a lot of good feelings.
During the 2008 World Choir Games in Graz, the Austrian broadcasting company ORF recorded a whole TV show on the Games, cleverly titled We Are the World. At the end of the program, the choirs themselves took over and caused pandemonium in the auditorium. Did the television people appreciate this amount of spontaneity? Well, they sure were eager to film it. What an uproar! Former American President Barack Obama welcomed singers at the World Choir Games in Cincinnati with some truly remarkable words. He wrote, "Music brightens our lives and stirs our souls. Events like the World Choir Games remind us of music's power. It reveals our shared humanity."